Assalamu alaikum. In our last lecture, we have studied what is Fourier series and what are the conditions for the existence of Fourier series. Also, we have discussed that there are three types of Fourier series, uh, which are called trigonometric series, complex exponential series, Fourier series, and harmonics or polar Fourier series. In today's lecture, we will discuss trigonometric Fourier series in detail. First, I will provide you trigonometric Fourier series formula. Then we discuss different terms involved in the Fourier series formula. As we know that for periodic signals, Fourier series is used. Let's suppose we have a signal x of t, which is periodic signal. X of t is equal to dc or average value plus cosine term plus sine term. Now we will write the above formula in mathematical form. X of t is equal to a naught, which is dc value or average value, plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n omega naught t plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity b n sin n omega naught of t. Here is the important question that why I have not used n is equal to 0 to infinity. If we use n is equal to 0, then the term will be a naught. So that's why I am using n is equal to 1 to infinity. If I will put n is equal to 1, then a1 cos omega naught t, b1 sin omega naught t. Now we will focus on different coefficients which are used in above formula, where a naught is the total area in one time period. That is, a naught is equal to 1 over t naught integration t naught x of t given signal dt, where t naught is fundamental time period. Similarly, a n is equal to 2 over t naught summation t naught x of t sin cos n omega naught of t d of t. Bn is equal to 2 over t naught summation integration t naught x of t sin n omega naught t dt, where these terms, three terms, are known as Fourier coefficients or weighted sum. Here a naught is equal to 2 over, actually this is 1 by t naught over 2. 1 by t naught means half of time period, fundamental time period. Now we will focus on physical significance of an and bn, which is best explained by following examples. Let's say x of t, we have a periodic signal. X of t is equal to 4 plus 3 cos 2 omega naught of t plus 5 sin 2 omega naught of t plus 4 cos 3 omega naught of t plus 2 sin 3 omega naught of t plus dotted up to infinity. Solution: in this example, it is clear that a naught is equal to 4, which is average value or DC value. 2 omega naught is second harmonics. 3 omega naught is third harmonics. In second harmonics, the coefficients with sine and cosine and sine terms shows a2 is equal to 3 and b2 is equal to 5, which shows a2 less than b2, which implies in second harmonics involvement of sine term is more than cosine term. Also, b3 is equal to 4 and a3 is equal to 4 and b3 is equal to 2, which shows a3 greater than b3, which implies in third harmonics involvement of cosine term is more. Now the next part of the today lecture is very important because it is not essential to calculate the values of a naught, an and bn every time, because it can be 0 depending on the type of the signal. This is a very important point, because if we will find in for every signal a naught, an and b naught, then the question will be very lengthy. From signal statement, we can tell us that a naught is equal to 0, a n is equal to 0, whichever the nature of the signal which we further study in. There are three important points which will tell us the values of a naught, a n and bn. If the signal is symmetrical about the time axis or x-axis, then a naught is equal to 0. That is, x of t is equal to symmetry about x-axis, which means a naught is equal to 0. Now we will move to second point. X of t is equal to even signal, then bn is equal to 0. That is, when x of t is purely even, there will be no sign term, as sign is an odd signal, which is explained as x of minus t is equal to x of t. Mirror image or time reversal images are same as the original signal. Third point tells us that if x of t is equal to odd signal, then a of n will be 0. That is, x of t is purely odd, then there will be no cosine term, as cosine is an even signal, which is explained as x of minus t is equal to minus x of t. मतलब उसका जो मिरर इमेज है वो उसका माइनस बाहर आ जाएगा. Above 3 points are explained with the help of examples. Let's suppose we have a rectangular waveform which has fundamental time period t naught. From figure it is clear that it is symmetrical about x-axis and about y-axis, means mirror image. So it is an even signal, that is a naught is equal to bn is equal to 0, but an is not equal to 0. If we fold this image around the y-axis, then we will get the mirror image, same image. So this is symmetrical about x-axis and also y-axis, which means a naught is equal to 0, bn is equal to 0. So we only have to calculate the value of an. In second example, it is simply a sawtooth. From figure it is clear that it is symmetrical about x-axis, but mirror image or reversal is not symmetrical, so it is an odd signal. A naught is equal to 0, an is equal to 0, but bn is not equal to 0. It is symmetrical about x-axis but non-symmetrical about y-axis. If we fold the image, we will not get the same image. So it is an odd signal. For odd signal, a naught is equal to 0, an is equal to 0, but we have to calculate the value of bn. From these examples, it is very clear that if we know the nature of the periodic signal, then we easily calculate the Fourier series.